Right, this is the last one on the last field. This is a lovely place to be, a nice feeling. I just wanted to show you though, that, and also, well, to double check that I haven't missed any. I don't think I have. It's hard to miss when you're looking, but you never know. You never know. So I've done all the bottom end, I've done the middle, I've got less than 10, but I wanted you to share in the honour of grabbing the last few bales. I do, yes, it's a nice place to be. When we were at the beginning of this, I was thinking this is a task that is just monumental, and I was not wrong. I mean, this has literally been ROMBOZ weekend, which again, it is the scale of the thing, and we know that we had millions of tons when I was looking before. So yeah, I haven't checked since that. I haven't, not even myself, so we shall have a good look at what we have actually got in the new ones. Obviously we've got more of the farm supplies production. Yeah, I've got to get that right. I keep saying farm production. It's not farm supplies production. Yeah, it is amazing. I will get used to it. And that rain is still threatening, and luckily for us, it's not quite arrived, and we have managed finally to get our bales lifted. Yeah, there wasn't much. There's only a few little wisps of straw that were missed, so I'm very happy that we did. Yeah, there's one here. This is perhaps the one that got away, this bit here. But that, again, it's not... I'm not weeping at the loss of tons of straw. Really, it's... Oh, no. Oh, I'm going to have to pick that one up especially now. The 7th bale, the one that got away. Right. Yeah, you can't abort. You've got to do. So we should go back specially for the last bale. Oh, I don't know. The amount of times I've passed that bale thinking, I'll grab that on the last time, and then on the last time I forget it's there. Is that not? Still, yes, it is. You are a special bale. We acknowledge this fact because you are the last one. Definitely. And we will unload you specially just because that's the way that you felt. So, right. You are the last bale, and this is us finishing. I had to do it. I just had to crash. Seriously, will you please concentrate? I don't know. My bad. Yay! Right, let's run this. Yeah, and obviously we've got. I am really quite pleased. There's one thing I am going to say. In editing, I said I'm going to leave the red ones because I leave those for America, and then I went and placed a red barn. So that we have one strange red errant USA barn at the top of the field, which you can see in front of us. I have no idea why, when saying this is the American one, we're going to go for the brown, why I still put a red one down. Absolutely no idea, but I am not removing it now. So we have one in honour of our American brothers. We have a red American barn. We do. They ran out of the brown ones on the day that we ordered it, and yeah, unfortunately that is what it is. Right. And that is that. Let us have a look in the farm productions. Let's do this. Yeah, there's too many to just go to one like that. Let's just go to them. This is going to be quite complicated. Right, farms red. Number 2. Right, I think we should name them. I do, because you can do that. Right, and so we have in that one 765 tons of straw, so that is one of the new ones. Right, number 2. Hang on. Oh, red 2. Ah, okay. Farm supplies production number 2 has got, this is one of the older ones. This is, yeah, it is. This is the one with more hay in than nothing. It's one we've seen already. And this one is likewise 955 tons. So this, God, that was 1.5 million of like, this was the hay. So this likewise is the old one with all of the hay, because that is what we did properly from that. This is all, wow, 1.2 million. That could be the new one. No, the red one is the new one. That one, yeah, that's one good reason that we can see that was that one. 2 mil, that's probably the new one, because that's all it's got in it. The one that we've just dumped all of that straw into, the last one that we just come away from. Right, yes, right, so these are what's left. There's not much, there's hay in that one. Right, let's go right to the back. Let's just do a very rough count, just to see how much. Should we do straw? We did hay yesterday. We've got about 1.5 mil, so we're looking for straw. 700, we'll call it 750,000. And this one is all hay, we've already done. And oh wow, that's over 2 million actually. 2,000,001. 4 million, all but 30 odd thousand. Yeah, 4 million tons, 4 million litres. I always get confused in my head. 4 million tons. Yeah, 4 million litres. It is the same, isn't it, actually? It just never sits right in my head when I say it, but we have done stupendously. 4 million tons of straw. That is absolutely beastly. It truly is. So, we're going to allow a few months for that, and when we are going to do what I said, though I do agree. What we're going to do is replace these 2 fermenting silos with one, because we've got that one there, which is for this top end. But I'm going to stick one. Let's put some normal, some faster speed on. Yeah, when these are finished. As I said, it is true. We are going to put water in them going forwards for all of them, especially for the grass ones, and this one would be one of the grass ones. So really we only need water in that one and this one. That one over there I think is misplaced. I think what we shall do is once this is finished, we should dismantle it, because it also shares storage with that, which is annoying. It is. So we shall get everything out of it, and I just hope we don't lose the lime and the fertiliser. Luckily it's not that, there's not that much, but there is a lot of wheat. So yes, I'm hoping that it really is. That is the point. Can you read the wheat from here? Because you can as well. Brilliant. That's smashing. So the barley is mainly somewhere else. Wow, that is worrying. Where did we stick that? Could be down the bottom. I'm going. The barley, wasn't that easy? It still shows you, actually, on the diagram of the fields. Yeah, the barley was that one. So actually, oh, that's right. Some are scattered around. There's that 100 tons there. That one got quite full in the end. But yeah, I think that was also. I think both of those are the 100 tons of storage, if I remember rightly. That's the new farm production. That is actually additional storage. I think they're scattered about, if I remember rightly, with a bit in that bottom one. So we are going to have to grab that definitely going forward. And so the coming months of August, I think what we ought to do truly is actually say goodbye to July, because it is 5:30 in the evening if we're going to break the month of July into hours, because of course really this is not a month. I mean, this is not July, this is a month. So yeah, we are very, very late in July, almost on the doorstep of August. So I think we have done everything we need to do for now, that we ought to have a rest. So on that, let's also check the sales, because there are sometimes drops this late at night. There's the chicken thing. Now I would order. That still says. Does that mean it shows chickens as well if it's the chicken master? Because it only shows 2 pieces of horses. So, yes, right. Anyway, let's not worry about that. It's still 8 o'clock. Yes, it's not late enough in the year. It will, our next month of sleeping, we shall definitely do that, though. Now then, we did do the animals, I remember. So we were not going to go through. We'll just check the sales. And then I think, yeah, this is the end of that session, if I'm honest. Yes, I'm not sure if there's enough. Wow. Seriously, that's all we got in the sales. Not that we're really sales short. We do know this. We really have done very well on the sales. Right, so smashing. So that's where we're going to leave it. We did get a little bit of a tick up because we did stick some 108 tons in. So going forwards, we are going to be ordering the builders in. We are going to be closely monitoring our old productions and replacing. That is the point. See, that's likely to be straw, so that's not going to need water. And the other one is likely to be straw, that one over there, the red one. That's also likely not to need water. The ones that need water are the ones where the grass are going. So that's those two. That one's going to be moved down. And the other one that is always going to remain there. It's still not placed perfectly, but it's I'm happy-ish with that one. We are still going to carry on with Operation Deforestation and then Operation Forest Builder. Yes, we shall. Whatever trees we cut down, 2 times the amount will be removed and put down here. We shall. Yeah, of course we do have to run this by the local council. We do. Wink wink, definitely. Yeah, and then we'll make that. It's not, of course, it's quite level that way, whereas that's going to get run up, or I just need to flatten these shrubbery because there's a lot of groundwork here. I think we'll need to call the bulldozers in to get this level, if I'm honest. Really, yes. It's going to probably cost an arm and a leg, but you know, these things have got to happen. This is going to be our grand bakery. Yes, it really is. We need to put at least, I would say at least 3 bakeries for this to keep up with. I'm not sure what to do, whether to go the land bakery or, I'll show you. This bakery is the one that I've got on Hobo's Hollow, and it is called the Industrial Bakery, but the land bakery at present beats it, but then it has just been nobbled. So, yeah, this bakery is the standard bakery, the Giants one. But there are, just have a look, is it that one? No, it's not. That's also a standard one. I think that's the American one, but it's still the base game bakery. So it's exactly the same specs. That's the base spinnery. Now that's the all-in-one production is good, but obviously it is a jack of all trades. It's the Chocolate Muse. I must place that. I've never done that yet, and it is expensive, but it may well be very, very good. Right, so what's that? Empty pallets. A dairy. I've seen that one, it's alright, but yeah. The grain mill, I don't know, but we're not interested right now. Extended oil plant. Now I believe that's the new one that I just put in, which has got rather beastly figures. So that one is one I'm interested in for the oil side. Here we are, the Industrial Bakery. In fact, we haven't got, this is a test. Let's literally go and place these in our grass. Save game. Make sure that this hasn't got autosave on. I'm almost 100% sure. I don't like going in these menus, but this is the time to make sure it is off on this one, which is very strange because, yeah. So, with that in mind, let's place them on this field because we're not going to save this. And remember, please, automatic me, don't save it, because I have done that once and it ruined the old Kiwi farm because it never did recover. Yeah, it went weird after that, which was awful because I had to roll it back to the save before, and everything went wrong after that. I have no idea why. So, anyway, we are going to place quite a few of these. We could do whatever we liked now. We could even put more money in because obviously this point in time isn't going to happen. Right, so Industrial Bakery. It doesn't matter if I know. Ooh, that's going to cost us quite a lot. Oh, of course, there's lots of straw on the field. Right, smashing. And the land bakery. I've got to choose somewhere where there is no straw. Smashing. So there's those two, which are the ones. Now, this is the land bakery before it's had an update, but obviously I can't get away with that forever. I really can't. So that needs doing. Let's see, is there any more? The modern sugar factory. Again, this is something that we will be putting down next year. And pallet, potato processing productions, the ROMBOZ Rd. Ooh. Wow. Wow, JMGaming, you have been busy. I'm going to place that. Definitely the dairy, and we shall see that and compare that to Millmons. Absolutely amazing. Windmill. Of course, we probably would be better to place a windmill down as well and compare those, but that's for another session. Yeah, I don't want this to get silly. Farm productions, there's lots of those, and I think that was it. I'm sure they were on the back end. They were, right, so there are only those. These are the super duper bakeries that are more than basic. Let's switch interactive zone markers on for a minute. So this is the one thing that annoys me in a way, because you go into the menus more, but I suppose it's only when placing the mod, I suppose. Now we need to look at the cycles. That is what we're interested in. Now the bread, this makes 10,800, so 10.8 tons of bread, compared to the land baker is 48,000, but I do think that's been nobbled, so I don't know what it is going to be now. I will upgrade it, I will, because you can't get away with it forever. It was super duper. It's literally 48,000. Yeah. So yeah, that is massive, and that one's 10,800, and that is big compared to the base game one. So if that one's going to be the best, we should test this again going forwards, probably next session, to see and weep over the loss of the land bakery, which was the king of baking. It really was. Only if you were selling, though. Of course, it can't store much. Yeah, you can see that the storage area is not large. So if you were doing this traditional way, although does it not spawn into like the TARDIS area that then when you grab it, it respawns? So do you know, maybe it does the same for exactly. Yeah. The other thing is, obviously, it's got a limit of is it 7 tons? It is, but you can also use the distributor, the new water distributor mod. In fact, I'm not sure that the Omatana one wouldn't work, although it might have only worked with the Omatana Gardens. But yeah, the water distributor, that will distribute water to anything that needs water distributing. So right, so that's those two. That's what we were interested in. At the minute, the land bakery hammers that one into the ground, even though it's bigger, because this is super duper. I would say that's German, so it's superior German technology that actually beats the artisanal, which artisanal. I know it's an artisan. I know what it is, but I don't know how to make that word into artisanal. Yeah, that's weird. So right, on that score, yes. So this is or was the king. We shall see next session on whether it still is, but whatever one comes out top, which I presume will be this one, we shall see. I would say that's going to nobble to, yeah, probably underneath that one, because it does, I suppose, make sense that that's, I don't know, the bakers in there could be busier than the bakers in there. There might be lazy bakers in that one, you don't know. It's not, you can't go on just size. There are some bakers who are super bakers, and there are some bakers who are lazy bakers. I'm not saying it's you, baker, that's watching. No, I'm not saying you're lazy at all. No. And on that score, having upset half of the bakers in the world by my flippant comment that I would not really try to offend any bakers at all, I do stand and apologise for my flippant remark. Yeah, because I'm not calling you personally lazy. I'm truly not. Yeah. I am only joking, having a little fun, actually, just a light-hearted thing, because I am quite happy that we are cleared all of our straw and all of our hay. Yes, I'm a little bit lightheaded with the victory in my lungs at this present moment. So, on that matter, I am going to say I really do hope you continue. I haven't forgotten. I will try and find. I know, in fact, Kevin, may I call upon you to please leave me a comment on roughly on the map where is the water with the fish in it? Because I'd love to show it on an episode. I truly would, and I literally wondered. I shall show you the limit of my adventures yesterday on the map. I started on going into the forest here, and I went across round the edge of field 28, round the edge of field 19, across here and down this area. Then I skirted through to that forest to that blue blob because I was intrigued what it was. It was a stone, and then I went over there, which was close to where I found the cheese. Close to. That's as much, because you could probably work that one out anyway. I'm not saying exactly where it was. The cheese plate was roughly in that area there. Then I went all the way, when I did the camera, we was right the way down here. So literally I can't see any watermarks, but there could be a little tiny pond. I mean, that's something. Again, and there's, but that, I thought that was water. It looks a bit pond-like, and that definitely, with it being a blue blob, I thought that's definitely water. But no, that looks more brown, like one of those brown marks that was on our fields originally. When on this one, it had those brown circles that JMGaming had put in, which we ripped up because we wanted a field. That's right. So I can't see any truly blue except for where I showed that river. Now, I can't recall whether it said there was a new save game, because I can look around with the XML file. I did that last time. I can actually take my XML out and do a fresh save and then pull my XML in, and then it will be okay. So I can do that. I tested that last time. So it may be that perhaps it could be that. Because if I'll check, I will if it's down to me. But yes, I am asking you, Kevin, please show me. Literally leave me a comment that says where, and I will put it on the next thing. Because I do feel awfully upset myself, and I'm sure JMGaming is, because it is not for the faint-hearted making a map. It is a thing that takes hours, weeks and months, and then obviously I would imagine it's quite painful when people tear it to pieces in a nasty manner and flippant manner and compare your work to someone else's and say, ooh, this is not good. Now I was trying to be helpful. Obviously there was the field where it was a little bit, and to be honest, it cost €200 for me to fix that myself. Would I have ever gone and complained about that? No, I wouldn't. No, I was trying to point out to JMGaming that this field, and it was the only field out of all of the fields that had that particular thing. Yes, there was the ground issue, and within 1 week, less than 1 week, JMGaming had rectified that. Now, I know a lot of map makers that have left issues for weeks, even months. So it speaks very highly of him that he had fixed that, and not only fixed, he then has added bits, changed bits, and we're not talking about little bits. JMGaming has worked very hard on this map, and you can truly see it. So to be sort of torn a good one by people when they are not really stepping back and looking at what this was like in the very beginning and what it is. As I have said, we know the scale of this is massive. Perhaps casual gamers, if you're going onto a French map thinking it's going to be traditional small to medium fields, then you are gonna have the smackdown laid upon you, as the as the wrestling would say. It's true, you will. I did the same. You will know. I mean, if you look back at the original ones, my lone forage wagon idea, that beasted me into the ground, because I realised the failure of the scope of this. Then I put those 3 forage wagons. Even that was an abysmal fail. I thought, you got to do this traditionally. You've got to mow these properly with a team of mowers, and we did in the end. See sense, and we did it that way. So yeah, don't approach this in a. I've got to be careful of my words here. In a a casual fashion, thinking it's just another map. This is a gentle giant, but it isn't gentle if you take it. Yeah, if you take it the wrong way and you think, oh yeah, I'll just use a little 10-ton hold starting harvester. Well, you can do that. You have got the choice, but you know, you will soon get to that point that I did when I was going around the corner thinking, I am a mile away from the storage and it's going to take me 10 minutes each load, and there's going to be about 100 loads, and I'm like thinking, this is going to take me all weekends to do this one field. At that point you have to reevaluate your efforts and yeah, treat this map with the respect that it is due. It needs, yeah, I mean, like we've done storage, and I take that was a good idea. Now, I mean, those farm supplies production should solve that issue because it's mainly going to be straw, but we've also got the storage for whatever we choose. Like if we are in the fields, yeah, I'd stick by that. I still think that's to have distribution points, which is true to life. That's why distribution warehouses exist, because distribution companies like Amazon have warehouses in strategic places to speed up their thing, and trust me, they have it right. That's why they can deliver every day, because they have distribution points all over your countries. Yeah, which is costly to them, but nevertheless they make a fortune from doing it. It's worth it to them. So yes, that is what we've done on a smaller scale. Anyway, enough waffling. I'm not going to carry on waffling. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm going to make this session an hour long with just me talking in a field. Absolutely ridiculous. We are down to 6. No, we're not, because they are a figment of our imagination. So I am literally saying I do hope that you are going to continue on this journey with me. It is a fantastic place. We are now in August, so are we going to do some... Yeah, we've obviously only got the canola field 54 that we can actually plant with the cedar, but we have got the Kinsey, we have the 18 metre. That's going to be going heavily though, so if we're going to do a couple of canolas, that's a point. Let's have a look. Let's make a bit of sense now and start to look at the yeah, when are we... So the canola field can be wheat or barley, and the other fields we're going to do 2 canolas. I don't want to go mad. We're going to do field 7 with canola, and actually no, you're right, I think we're going to do the rest. So we're going to do, let's have a look on the map. We're going to do, the canola field is going to be wheat or barley. I'm going to go barley, I think, because it starts a month earlier. We can harvest a month earlier. So 54 is going to be our barley field, and field 7 is the one that we said we would do canola. So that was going to leave the animal field, as I call it, or CP3, and field 40 and field 35, which you're going to plant next year. So what are we going to plant that? And hope that I remember this at the beginning. We want sugar beet. That's a March plant. I'm not going to go sugar cane because it's unrealistic. Sunflowers. Shall we do... Now, oat's still cereal, so we can't do that. Sorghum is cereal as well. Yeah, it is. That is true. We're not going to go any more grass. We've got enough with Little House on the Prairie. That'll keep us busy forever. So that's all the grass field we want ever. So sugar beet is 1. I think we'll do 2 fields of sunflowers. That's going to be all oil, though. Should we go... Seriously, you're contemplating a field of potatoes on the scale of ROMBOZ. Seriously, Mr. Smith. We could do corn. No, corn is still classed as cereal. No, we can't. So it looks like we're doing an awful lot of oil. Oh, we can't do cotton because we can, but we can't. Yeah, it's not realistic. So we're doing... I suppose we could do 2 fields of sugar beet then in that case, and 1 of sunflowers. Let's go with the biggest one for sunflowers, and if we're going to do only 1, right, that's what decided then. So field 40 is going to be sunflowers, and 35 is going to be sugar beet. We're going to have a lot of sugar because we're going to create a lot of chocolate, so we are going to put the ROMBOZ bakery down, and we're going to compare that to the, no, it's a dairy. We're going to compare that one to the Millmont, and I would imagine if JMGaming has worked his magic that it's probably super duper. But yeah, it'll be on scale, and it'll also do something special, no doubt. So that is where we're going to leave things. Yeah, that is deciding what we're going to do. These, hopefully, if I don't hit save on the way out, will not be here next time, because that would be a terrible place for them to be, truthfully, in the middle of a field. And on that note, so our money will have gone up, minus those once we come in next time, unless some sort of super wizardry is going to hit save as I go out. And on that note, yeah, I am literally going to say thank you very much for watching. I do hope you're going to continue with me on this journey. Any comments, please, things that you want to see, or things that I've missed, because I like, hat off to you. I did say this a couple of sessions ago on my GB modding. God, you know, seriously, my word brain sometimes escapes me. Attingham Park, Gordon Bennett on Attingham Park, but it is true. You, the viewers, have taught me so much, and I am not being sarcastic. I mean that. Dusty, I remembered your name now. Yes, she reminded me that you can cut downwards when using the. Oh, do you know? Come on, mod, pop into my head what you called. Yep, yeah, the mod that does chopping the trees. The lumberjack mod, thank you. That was a bit late, word brain. Kick in a bit quicker, please. Yes, the lumberjack mod. She was the one that reminded me that you can cut downwards when I always wanted to go straight across, even though I had done it downwards, but it never clicked. And then, of course, there was Phil B, who reminded me of the Courseplay thing. So these are big things. And then there are other people who have made comments about how loud my music was, so I investigated making that. So I've got to be honest, I take my hat off to you guys and girls watching. Guys and gals, yeah, that sounds a little less like young. Yes, not that that means that young lasses cannot watch, but I'm just trying to, yeah. Do you know, what is it? You always dig yourself into a bigger hole whenever you start to sidestep things like that. So, apologies, there was no ill intent in that comment. It was just poorly thought out, because I am a little tired. Yeah, so apologies to anybody I may have upset without any intent of doing so. Yes, so massive thank you to all you viewers, especially those who are avid commenters that have taught me so much since starting this path of being a content creator, because truly you have taught me to be a better content creator through your comments. So I really do take a bow to all of you and say thank you from the bottom of my heart for all of the lessons that you've taught me. And I ask you again, please continue to do so, because I thoroughly enjoy your comments. I've always said this on all of my Let's Plays. This is our farm. It's not just mine. Yes, so I am listening to your comments. So when Kevin wants to tell me where the water is, we shall go down there. All those type of things that you want to see on a map on YouTube, and I will always give you a shout out. I will, definitely. I am not one of those who this is my, yeah, Dusty taught me that trick. It's true. Phil taught me the trick on Courseplay, which was so invaluable, truly, and also saved an awful lot of hassle. It was painful looking at Calmsden. I could see how much better that would have been, and it was in the very end when I actually added the small GUI in for Courseplay. It makes it so much easier. You just go bang bang, start, goes, first waypoint, second waypoint. You know, it is fantastic. These make content better because it's less faffy. So yes, this is a very long thank you, but it is nevertheless, I don't want to make it short, because you all deserve a massive bow for the comments. Truthfully, you take your time to do them, and I always make sure that I take the time to reply, because I love hearing from you all. I truly do. This is our farm, and we go where you guys, as well as me and gals, where we decide it goes. So if there's something I've missed you'd like to see, or a mod, or yeah, we can either do some sort of mini mod review if you wish to take a look at something, or we can incorporate it into the Let's Play, as I try to do with many new mods, often to my own horror when things don't work out right. But it is the price you pay. It is. And on that score, this time I really am going. So I am going to say goodbye for now.